Hi, this is Stephanie Miller from The Stephanie Miller Show. Please enjoy this exclusive clip from my show on Political Voices Network.
Good morning, Steph.
I can only hope that this blistering incompetence will also carry over into them trying to revenge prosecute people. Because, I mean, this is unbelievable. We're not even, it's like a month from now before they're even actually in. And this is what we're seeing, right?
The dysfunction and infighting will be spectacular. And if this is possible, they'll accomplish even less than they accomplished during the first 2 years of Trump's first term.
And we were saying, thank you, Chris Murphy, I think it was on TV yesterday, was saying, because here we are again, part of how we got here, the mainstream media, he said, all of them are reporting this Liz Cheney thing as if there's some there, when there is absolutely nothing there. There is no crime, no evidence. I mean, it is chilling. If you look at somebody using an interim report ordered by Donald Trump to predicate prosecution of Liz Cheney for doing her job. Right.
And Steph, I don't wish vindictive prosecutions on anyone, obviously. However, one of the reasons I am not in favor of pardoning the innocent, like Liz Cheney, because she committed no crime, I would love to see Donald Trump's weaponized Department of Justice try to prosecute Liz Cheney based on no evidence, because the trial court judges, the federal trial court judges in Washington, D.C. will figuratively cram that vindictive prosecution down Trump and his attorney general's throats. And that's what I think should be exposed to the public.
Yeah. One expert said the same thing. There is nothing there. The report should not in any way be viewed as a pretext or any sort of foundation for prosecutors to zoom in on criminal charges for Cheney. The part that recommends criminal charges against Cheney is remarkably unspecific and way off base. The basis that they allege is that Liz Cheney had secret communications with a witness. And he said, what's she supposed to do? She's an investigator. She's part of an investigative committee. This is what you do.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And that investigation was run by a good friend and former RICO prosecutor colleague of mine, Tim Heafy. He was the chief investigative counsel. You saw him in lots and lots of interviews. And, he ran that investigation exactly as it should have been run. He did nothing wrong. His staff did nothing wrong. And goodness knows, Liz Cheney and the other members of the January 6th committee not only did nothing wrong, they did everything right, because they exposed the crimes of Donald Trump and his corrupt associates to the American people. And that actually resulted in criminal grand juries in Washington, D.C. indicting Donald Trump. So this louder milk character, I don't know what his background is, but what a bunch of nonsense.
Well, and I think he has a personal grudge because he was one of the people caught on tape giving tours right before January 6th. I mean, so as another analyst said, people were just doing their jobs. There are protections that make this whole thing a complete empty promise. It's atmospherics and posturing, but it's still effective if your goal is simply to deter others and be a bully in the future. People are going to run scared. It's a very effective way of undermining your enemy if you're talking about gangland politics, which is the politics Trump knows. That's what it is. It's trying to get people to, whether it's self-deport, whether it's not criticize if you're in the media, I mean, on and on. It's to have a chilling effect, isn't it? Or that you'll go broke,
It is. All of this is designed to chill people into silence and submission. And for most of us, I don't think we will be chilled into silence and submission. Interestingly, it feels like it could even be defamatory, what Loudermilk is trying to claim against Liz Cheney. But one of the problems is because he's going to say, I have speech or debate clause protections, which lets me say anything I want with complete immunity from prosecution, which, you have to wonder, is it time to stop giving elected officials the ability to crime with complete impunity and immunity? That doesn't seem to be a smart way to run a government.
Yeah, and weren't they always the party against frivolous lawsuits? I mean, how many are they going to file? And then, now we're playing whack-a-mole. Are we going to get, some Trump hack judge like Aileen Cannon that they're going to get lucky with? I mean, one thing Mark Elias said is, the Supreme Court only takes, like 75 cases or something a year, so they can't all go to Trump's Supreme Court, I guess. I mean, but man, justice is in a precarious position this morning, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. The rule of law is on life support, and nothing troubles me more as a former career prosecutor than to see sort of accountability nowhere to be found for crimes that Donald Trump was indicted for, crimes that Donald Trump has been found guilty of up in New York, and we're still waiting to see which way that thing is going to fall.
Yeah.
But, at some point, Steph, I think we will come back into the light, and I think Republican dysfunction and incompetence is going to be perhaps one of the best bulwarks from, here on out until some rational people come back into power.
Well, and here's an important part of the resistance. NBC reporting lawyers and pro-democracy advocates are in the early stages of building a nationwide network of specialists aimed at defending and protecting people who may be targeted for retribution once Trump takes office. That's going to be a key pillar, isn't it, of the resistance?
Absolutely. Lots of my friends and former colleagues are among the best of the best criminal white-collar defense attorneys in Washington, D.C. I've talked to many of them, and they are standing ready to handle any vindictive prosecutions that Donald Trump and what will probably be his corrupt attorney general, we don't know who will be confirmed to that position, try to bring against Donald Trump's political foes. And I'm telling you, they're going to fail spectacularly in court. Donald Trump, in my opinion, may have his AG try to bring one or two marquee vindictive prosecutions against, well-known figures, Liz Cheney, Jack Smith, and they're going to go down in flames. And that, Steph, that will have a chilling effect, hopefully, and we'll see an end to this, vindictive prosecution parade.
Oh, hi. I just finished, I'm going to say, an 11 billion mile bike ride, and thank God I happen to have this magic potion with me, ASEA, as seen on the Stephanie Miller Show. It helps my cells communicate better so that I can heal faster from overdoing because I'm lying about my age. I also use it on my face.